Thanks for clicking play. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing the kitchen as part of my Ford Transit Mark 7 Campervan Conversion series. Now, I'm going to be doing the kitchen in terms of frame layout kind of thing. I'm not doing the water pump yet. I'll do that in another video. So yeah, the kitchen's going to be a bit weird for me. I don't cook. I'm not a big foodie or cook person, is that a word? Yeah, I don't cook a massive amount, and I've never really been away in a camper van that much either, so I don't know what storage spaces I need, what things I'm gonna have. So it's really weird because I'm gonna build a frame that could potentially be improved in the future, I think. Like, I'm starting with a camping stove because I don't know what I'm going to do with the worktop yet, so I don't want to put anything in and cut it. So yeah, I'm starting with a camping stove, but I might switch to a gas one eventually. It's just getting a gas locker and fitting that. It's cost and effort, and I do want to get this to a point where I can actually drive around and take advantage of the summer. We're going to build a frame. It's got to go around my fridge and my two containers, for water and waste and that. I've got a sink that's going to go in, and then I've got some switches for electricals going up there. So yeah, let's try to figure this thing out. Okay, so that is quite a crude method of assembling the frames. Obviously, I've only put one screw in each end, which means the pieces can rotate. But as I put it together, it should get stronger. Like, I'm trying to build every cabinet as lightweight as possible. And in this structure, I mean, like this one, apart, it's weak, but as soon as all the pieces are assembled, it becomes stronger, and that way, hopefully it cuts down on some of the weight. I seem to have messed two things up slightly. I mean, first of all, have a look at this. Yeah, like, so that's obviously not right. And I think in my initial plan, I planned for this top rail here to go all the way across, and I've cut it short. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, if I'm going to do anything.
This is the main shell for the upper cabinets. Now I'm still trying to make everything as lightweight as possible, so I used 4mm plywood, and I used two different pieces because I didn't want to go out and spend 25 quid just to get one continuous length. But when I started trying to mount it, I realised the wood I'd used for the framework was massively warped. So I just made it fit, because once I've added all the wood over time, it's just going to stay straight.
Next level.
I learned from my mistake when I was cladding the roof, and I have pre-painted these pieces. If you want to see that cladding video, I'll stick it in the top corner. I think it's that one. I always get this messed up. In the meantime, I have fitted my my solar panel charger controller, and it's so exciting because it's just I like looking at it. It's nice. Anyway, let's get this fitted up and get some lights in. For the upper cabinets, I started with the cardboard template because it's a really weird shape. Now, I've got absolutely no idea how I came up with this method. All I can tell you is at the time I was trying to save weight. But the theory was that the shelf itself is strong enough to support a lot of things. So all I needed to do is make a framework to place dividers in between them. That framework would then help secure the shelf to the roof, making the entire thing super sturdy. Now, because there's no framework at the bottom section, and because I used 4mm plywood for the dividers, it should maximise the amount of space I have in each cabinet. Next, I had to do the doors for the cabinets. Now, I wanted to keep the cost really, really low. I've really wanted to try this idea for a while, and I'm quite cheap, so we're using pallet wood. Step 1 was sanding them down. If you choose the right pieces and give them a bit of love, they turn out really, really nice. Step 2 was running them through the table saw so they had really straight edges and that they were all the right size. After that, obviously, I gave them a quick sand down as well. Step 3 was getting them all attached, but this is pretty boring, so I decided to use some YouTube magic. Step 4 is getting out the blowtorch and burning them. I absolutely love how they look once you bring out the actual contours of the original wood. Next, I gave it a quick sand, and then I gave it a coat of oak satin to protect the wood, but it really brings out the patterns that have just been scorched in it as well. There's a problem. So I cut these pieces to attach everything together. Now there's a very specific gap they need to go in, but because of the way these brackets are, when I go to close it, it's catching. Got no idea what I'm gonna do about that, and I'm going away in like 5 hours, so yeah, we'll figure that out some other time. That's a problem for future Chris. The lower kitchen cabinet needed some drawers, and as I just mentioned, I was going away, so I didn't have time to buy some wood. So I was using whatever scraps I had. Eventually I will rebuild these drawers, but they actually turned out pretty nice. I also needed a door to cover the water storage area on the lower cabinets, as well as a small door to cover the fuse box on the upper cabinets. We went with pallet wood again, sanding it down so it was nice and cool, and then we got the blowtorch out again because, yeah, it just looks awesome. Fitting the first drawer that housed the cooker was really tricky, because to mount the drawer runners I had to put bits of wood in between the frame that was already built. So for the next 2 drawers I decided to make a box, that way I could install the runners, install the drawers and just slide the box into the space.
Drawer set done. It's not pretty. It's actually probably a bit of a waste of space. I could have made it better, but this has all been made out of scrap wood. I didn't want to spend any more money. I didn't want to spend any more money on wood. So yeah, made of scraps, obviously paid for the drawer runners, and this is now going to go in the kitchen before I can put some fronts on it. For the drawer fronts, I'm going to do things a little bit different to the way I did these ones, because they are still a little bit flexible, which I'm not quite happy about. So we're going to get pieces of plywood, stick them on the front, and then stick our pallet wood to this. And if this goes well, then I'll probably redo these ones. If it doesn't go well, it's probably not going to go well, is it? Now all the pieces are cut to size. Here's what I'm going to do. I was going to sand the back, glue them, clamp them, hope that made a solid bond, but my sander just broke, as you could see. So I'm going to glue them and then screw them from the back and clamp them, I think. See if that holds up. Now all the sanding's done, bring on the flames! So attaching these is going to be very tricky because I've got no way of measuring, because if I put it there, that's wrong. I need to get it like there and then slide the drawer out and have it attached somehow. So yeah, just carry on bodging it, eh? These hinges don't work. They don't extend the drawer round, sorry, they don't extend the door round to the drawer far enough. And I was planning on doing it that way. I tried doing it that way, got the same issue. Also, it's bending. So I think I'm gonna have to put a support down the middle and rethink this. Like this panel here is just to get access so I can strap down the water container. So I think I might go with a simpler idea. And there you go, the basic kitchen area is done. Now, the basic kitchen area is done, not the entire kitchen, because I didn't show you the plumbing. I'll show you that hopefully in one of the next two videos. There's also loads of switches on the wall. I'm going to show you that in the next video as well. The one thing I missed was the worktop, because I'm thinking of doing some sort of bespoke worktop. So in the video, I actually just used some spare MDF. That was it. I said I was going away, I needed a worktop, MDF went down, it was good. The other thing is that small door at the end that I said was flexing and the hinges weren't working. I just used magnets. It was only an access one, that one. It wasn't a storage one, so I just put magnets on the back of it, clipped it on. It was brilliant. So like the rest of the videos in this series, these ideas they're either stolen from someone else or I've just come up with them and randomly testing them. I like building, I like learning, I like doing this stuff. So yeah, it's not really a how-to, but if you found some inspiration or found some ideas you like from this video, brilliant, excellent. But if not, then yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching. As usual, thanks for watching. And if you've got any tips, questions or suggestions, stick them in the comments below. And yeah, if not, here comes the prices. See you in the next video.